I have some poles that I use for a teepee that I had for a while. I'm not using anymore because my teepee cover got ruined. So instead of storing them forever, why don't we just use them? I've dug out all this in front of the shelter. It's all fairly level, at least it's not higher than where I'm going to be sleeping. All of the dirt is mounted up against the walls like that. I kind of dug a little trough around the outside of the shelter so the rainwater won't seep into our sleeping area. Yeah, I think that'll work. Now that I put that nice big rock there, it's sticking up too far for when the beams go from there to here for the roof. That rock is too tall. Stink. Oh. One step forward, 2 steps back. I think I'll put this one. It doesn't destroy my shelter in the process. Now, I need to find a smaller rock about that size that'll fit right there. Perfect. There we go. Alright, let's try this again. Beautiful. Well, that back wall's not quite as tall as I was wanting it, but I think it's tall enough. Spud doesn't work very good for backfill. Huh. Oh, buddy. What? What, you silly boy? Alright, so this is the angle that the roof is going to be. Nice and steep so that the rainwater runs off. But I have a problem here. My back is still not tall enough. I've come to the conclusion that I'm going to need a couple more posts in these back corners. I think that's what I'm going to have to do to get this back wall further up off the ground. Ah well, such is life. You know, I did think at the beginning, I thought maybe I should put the post at the back, but I didn't because I thought I could get away with it. And it would work if I wanted it to, but I want it done right, so. So I picked up a couple rocks on the way home today. Some of these rocks I saved for making things. Some The rest of them, all these big flat ones, flat edges, are going to go as I'm gonna make kind of a patio around the whole thing, sort of, so to speak. I've seen pictures of the pit houses that the natives built, and a lot of times they would build a platform around their shelter. I guess I don't really have any real reason to show this part other than just to keep it honest and show you what I got going on and how I'm doing this, because I'm not Superman, and most of the time I am doing this by myself. My kids help when they can, but they got school, and some of these I'm saving because, well, I happen to be right there with a pickup, so I don't have to carry them out on my back. But some of these are really nice for either napping or making stuff, you know, like maybe a mortar. Okay, that is the last of that. Now, last night it got a little too dark to record while I was working on my shelter, so I went ahead and threw the teepee poles up just to kind of see how it would look. For one thing, it showed how far off that pole is from that pole. And I will leave it to your imagination as to how I got those posts cut and set so quickly. This is a permanent shelter. So in a primitive setting, I would most likely not be alone in working on this project. I would have many helpers, you know, from the village to help raise this building. So I guess my helpers are my vehicles and my axe. Okay, I've got a bunch of cedar withies that have been drying in my garage for a long time. We'll use these to tie on the rafters for the shelter here. I'll need to soak them in water first to make them more pliable. While they're doing that, I'm going to cut these rafters to length. Oh. I want a nice overhang in the back and in the front. Oh, right there. Alright, here I am with my nice sharp Stone Age axe, chopping this in half. Oh, there we go. That's a nice axe. Well, I was hoping to be able to leave this vine maple here, but as you can see, it's on the leaning onto the inside of my shelter, and I need the post or the ridge pole, whatever they are, these things, to be out here. So now I believe I need to get the poles up there and put in place. I kind of want to get the bark here first, so I can kind of line things up with the bark. I think I will do that. Let's go get some bark. So the other day when I was collecting that red alder up the creek, I accidentally left my hand axe up there. Since I'm not going to go back up there, we'll just have to make another one. Whoa, all that bark moves. It'll certainly work a lot better with the handle. Okay, go ahead and let go. Yep, and just let it kind of fall. So you want to back up a little bit. Great, don't pull it. Just let it go.
That's like a bed.
That's heavy. Yeah.
Let me see.
Maybe we'll make a boat out of it and float it back to our house. Oh yeah, I've been wanting to do that for a long time. Well, I think we'll get this second piece off here, and then we'll figure out how to get this back home. There's a reason the natives started using steel when it became available. I think we're gonna have to wait. Just hang on to the stick. It'll be easier to hang on to. Stop where you're at. Let's scoot to the side. We'll pivot this way. Yep, on this side. Okay, set it down. Perfect. Good job. Oh, you can take it if you want.